Alright, good morning. Today is the official start of day one in Philadelphia, and as per my usual routine, I'm starting it with a workout. The hotel gym looked pretty good when I went by last night, so I think today will be a good workout. Let's do it. Okay, slight change of plans. I guess I didn't look at the gym well enough last night, because on further inspection this morning I find that they only have a cable machine, and they have like a bench, like an incline adjustable bench, as if they should have some free weights, but there are no free weights in sight. So putting the workout on hold. I'm gonna go back to the hotel room, do some work, and then I'm gonna try to find a gym maybe this later in the morning or early afternoon and go someplace and work out, because this won't be worth the time. So I mean, you can make it work, you can get really creative, but there's other gyms near me, so I'll just go and see if I can either work out for free or get a day pass. Okay, so this is happening. Listen.
Attention please. Attention please. An emergency has been reported in this building. Please cease operations and leave the building utilizing the nearest exit or fire exit stairway. Do not.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it was a real fire or what, but the alarm stopped, so maybe someone just pulled it. I'm gonna go down and find out though. So no joke, it turned out to be a false alarm. However, nobody from the hotel staff made an announcement nor called rooms or anything to inform anybody. How dumb is that? I went down to the front desk. It was like, the alarm, was it false? And they're like, oh yes, there's construction going on, and they accidentally tripped something. Well, don't you think it's important that you have a public building with probably hundreds of people in it, and a fire alarm goes off? You should probably notify them if the alarm is false. Yeah, just not a good handling of the emergency situation there, because you want people to treat those alarms like they mean a real emergency is going on. So you want people to react to them, but if you then inform them after the fact that it was a false alarm and they wasted all their time gathering their shit and running out the building, well, when it happens again, maybe they're not going to be so active about getting out of the building, and then it might be a real emergency, which again is probably that person's dumb fault. But still, I mean, the courtesy thing to do would have been just to make an announcement over the PA system. Hey, this was a false alarm, accident, etc., etc. Please resume your activities or whatever. No, but at least it's not an emergency. Okay, I completed some work, so that was good. Now I'm going to get an Uber and head to a gym so I can get my workout in, pick up lunch, and then I'll probably come back here and just work some more for the rest of the day. I'm feeling okay. I'm a little anxious about tomorrow morning. More than anything, I'm just wanting it to get here so we can deal with it and figure out what the next steps are. So that's kind of my biggest anxiety. And you know what? Travel's really not all that fun by yourself, in my opinion. I would much rather be traveling with my wife, or one of my boys, or both my boys, or the whole family. I don't know. I'm just not really a fan of lone travel. It's not that fun. Alright, workout went well. Nice to be at a full equipped gym for an upper body workout. I didn't film any of it because most of the time places like that don't take kindly to that, so I'm done now. So I'm gonna get some food, head back to the hotel, and call it good. One of the best parts though about going to a commercial gym is, as a fitness professional, I really get to see the level of quality there is in the marketplace of other professionals. And it's disappointing, but at the same time it's very hopeful, because it means that the low quality of fitness professional leaves a lot of business on the table for those of us who do take this profession really seriously and do really want to help people and have successful business. It's really not as saturated as most people think, because most people who are actually doing it aren't very good at it, it seems like. I actually just walked by where I got my original violation, so that was interesting. That's where my court date is tomorrow. Okay, obviously I made it back to the hotel room, as you can see. It was a good morning out. I got a workout in, got food for the day. I haven't got any coffee, which I probably need to figure that out. I don't know if the lobby here has coffee during the day. I'll run down at some point and check that out. But basically I came back to the hotel and I've just been working for the last couple hours, both day job related and Freeborn training systems related, just trying to do as much as I can and kill as much of this day, because basically the whole reason for the trip is going to all happen tomorrow. Actually, by this time tomorrow, I'm hoping I will know what the hell the next step is with this thing. Best case scenario, I think, is that the judge just dismisses the whole case. Worst case scenario, they slap me with a big ass fine. I'm hoping that's not the case, because I've been reading on some previous cases similar to this, and people have just gotten fines, not ridiculously outrageous fines, but they have gotten fines. So I'm hoping that is the worst case, but hopefully it'll get dismissed. I won't have to pay any more money. I'm already out the cost of the drone at this point if I don't get it back, and I'm out the cost of this trip to come, which I was super lucky that I had family that was willing to help. Both, my mom helped with the lawyer fee, my father-in-law helped get me the hotel room, my mother-in-law helped me pay for the plane ticket, so it was really like a whole family effort to help me take care of this thing. But again, like, those people are out that expense. I'm in debt to them for those expenses, and to have to pay a $1,000 or $2,000 fine on top of that would really suck. However, more than anything, I'm just excited to get some closure and move on from this whole fiasco. It's been a nightmare. Something super innocent and super I don't know, just something super innocent that has turned into this big huge ordeal and is wasting my time and the taxpayers' time and the judge's time and the lawyer's time. It's just such a small dumb offense that you wish these things maybe could be handled faster or quicker or in a different manner, but this is the system we have, so that's the system we have to play within for now. It really has changed, though, my whole view of the system, because I can't imagine, what if you were some 16 or 17-year-old kid and you were in this same situation? Or what if you were somebody who wasn't as lucky as I am, that has family who can help them out? Like, how would you afford to get back here? Or how would you afford to have a lawyer to help you with this situation? The system really is set up for people with means and resources to win, and the system is really set up to punish those without those things, which I don't know. It's hard for there to be equal justice when there's such a vast discrepancy in means and resources, but yet everybody in the system is kind of treated with the same. It's treated the same. I mean, it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, because if you don't have money and you don't have, like I said, if you don't have means and resources, you're pretty well screwed. All right, let me get back to working. Okay, it's time for a little coffee break before we come back and do some more work. Lucky for me, there's a Dunkin' Donuts across the street. Okay, well, tomorrow is the day to Tomorrow is the whole reason for this trip, the whole reason my family helped me get out here, the whole reason my family paid for a lawyer. Yeah, tomorrow is it. So by noon tomorrow, hopefully we'll have an answer and a resolution to this whole thing. If I had to make a prediction right now, I would predict that I get a fine and that I don't get my drone back. That's my prediction. I'm hoping for a dismissal. I'm hoping that my drone will be there waiting for me when I leave the courthouse, but I have a feeling that that's not going to be the case. It's just not. Things don't seem to break for me the way I'd like them to, and the way that sometimes it feels like they break for other people. I tell my wife of that all the time, how frustrated I get, because it seems like all throughout my life I've done the right thing. I played sports in high school, I got good grades, I didn't party, I did what I was supposed to do, I did the right thing, stuck to the straight and narrow. Same thing in college. I've always stuck by my parents' wishes in most cases. I've always kind of done, in my opinion, I've always done the right thing. I haven't taken shortcuts. I worked my ass off through college, working always 2 jobs to support myself and Kelsey, and to help us out and get us through living on our own while also going to school. I mean, I feel like I've always done the right thing. And at times I look around and I see other people who maybe I grew up with, or I know that they didn't necessarily always do the right thing, and they at times end up in places comparable to me or in better off situations. And I know part of that's just a little bit of green jealousy in me, a little bit of that is just frustration, but sometimes that's the way I feel. And so in this case, I don't think it's going to break my way. I think I'm going to get a fine. I don't think I'm going to get my equipment back. But I'm really, really hoping to get closure tomorrow on the whole situation, put it behind me so that my family and I can get back onto our lives and back on track to pursuing the goals that we have for our family. And I can keep pursuing the goals that I have for myself personally and professionally. So hopefully tomorrow is a good day. I'm really eager to get home. I do not like being away from Kelsey and Cal. Oh, and don't worry, I'm not, if you guys are wondering, I'm not naked. I just don't have a shirt on. That's why you can see my traps. Yeah. So, there we go. I'll see you guys tomorrow.